question about this point, please?
These people that are highly educated, it doesn't really help the country when they leave, though.
This is another issue, everyone. My goodness, that's a big question.
Brain drain.
The biggest target for any young man who just freshly graduated, he would do anything in the world to leave the country and to go and to work abroad. Well, I mean, look. Let's speak frankly. How many years needed for me when I finished university to be able to, as we say, have a family? If I work, and I'll be talking about wages soon, by the way. I'll speak about wages. But if I work in this country, in Egypt, I need to work for minimum 20 years to be able to have a family. Minimum. But if I go to Saudi Arabia, Kuwait, Arab Emirates, any of these countries, the oil countries, I need maximum 5 years. Then I can come back and I can start a new business and I can start a family, have a family. But Egypt, minimum 20 years. And that's why, again, as you said, definitely top people in the country do their very best to leave the country everywhere. And some of them do come back, but the majority don't. Yes. You had a question, please.
What's the average life expectancy, especially for the uneducated?
Life expectancy. Well, you cannot compare medical care in Egypt to your country without a single doubt. Although our healthcare in Egypt is not bad if I compare it to other countries in this part of the world. But let's say in Egypt between 65 and 75. Yes, let's say the vast majority. Yes, the maximum I would say, but the exceptions will be like 80. So that would be the exceptions. I know back in the States and in Europe, you're talking about 90, 94, 95, over 100. Egypt, 65, 75. Exceptions over 80. Exceptions. Right. Any other question about this point?
Is the medical care free? I'm talking about giving birth to a child. Is that free?
Right. If I speak about the healthcare in Egypt, everyone, look. First of all, our education is well known. Among all Arabic countries, we've got a very good education, system in Egypt. So when I say doctors, we've got fantastic doctors. Our doctors are very, very good doctors, without a single doubt. But if I talk about, for example, when we sail, up the river or down the river, every single remote village will have what we call here a clinic. This clinic, everyone, will have doctors, and when I say doctors, I mean they've finished university. Some of them maybe got masters, or PhDs. And once you finish university, the Faculty of Medicine, you have got to work for the government for a year. My sister is a gynecologist, so I can tell you a lot about this. But I'm trying to say every single village in the country will have a qualified doctor. Everywhere you will always have what we call a private clinic. Yes? When I say private, I'm so sorry, this is wrong. State clinic, not private. State clinic, everyone. Yes? And of course, it is very cheap. For example, to go for the doctors to see you, you only need to buy, as we call it, a ticket. Guess for how much? 5 Egyptian pounds. Now, this is absolutely nothing. But wait a minute, the problem, not only, everyone, in the price itself, but in the queue. How many people are ahead of you? Yes? Back, for example, in Cairo, in the big hospitals, everyone, all state hospitals, what is the biggest problem that we're suffering from nowadays? Yes? You go there, everyone, and you queue up till 3 months. Sometimes 4 months. And say if you've got any, as we say, urgent case. Yes? If you need a heart surgery, if you need whatever. Yes? Sadly, when you go to state hospitals, everyone, the government will do nothing to you. That is frankly, they will do nothing to you. That they depend, everyone, on, as we say, what people do. what us Egyptians do, and that's what's happening nowadays. Most of the state hospitals, everyone, yes, cheap, yes, qualified doctors, yes, but how about those who are in need for an urgent, as we say, medical care? They depend on the families, they depend on us people, yes? They don't do anything at all. So if you got a poor person, for example, he's got no money, yes? He's got to wait for ages and ages. And that's why about 35 years ago, we started, everyone, that's what we call charity, yes, charity work. And this is incredible, everyone, incredible. Started in Ramadan, in one of the previous Ramadans, about 35, 37 years ago. We, you know, part of Islam, one of the 5 pillars of Islam, when we cut 2.5% of our annual income. Are you following? Islam, yes, if you're a good Muslim, you've got 5 pillars. If you practice these 5 pillars, you're a truly good Muslim, right? The 5th pillar of Islam is when a Muslim cuts 2.5% of his or her annual income. And this 2.5% goes to the poor. Yes, what poor? What poor? Yes, my family, my father, my mother, my sister, my brother, all my family well off, my relatives, uncle, auntie, grandfather, grandmother, you know, nephew, niece, any member of my relatives, they don't need this money, they are all well off. My neighbors, it has got to go in that order. My family, then my relatives, then my neighbors, then anybody else. And the 2.5%, which is that we call zakah, the name is zakah, goes to any person. Not only to Muslims, to any person in the community. So we started about 35 years ago, this incredible charity work, which is what? Donating money just to build hospitals. In less than 35 years, we have covered every single field. Just name it, everyone. Hospitals for heart surgery, for kidney, yes, kidney operations or liver conditions. Just name it, everybody. Cancer for young kids, cancer for adults, everywhere. And at the moment, on TV, adverts all the time. Those who would like to donate money, yes, to these hospitals, and they have got best doctors, best machines, best medicine, everything. And guess what? The government did nothing. It's us Egyptians. The Egyptian government did not do anything about it at all.
So these are private hospitals.
They are not private because it's for everybody. Because we've got another business which is incredible, which is private hospitals. You've got the money, you pay. And when you go to a private hospital, you know, like Betty and Jessica, when they went, well, of course, Betty said, everyone, that was